Howdy doody everybody, I hope you're doing great. In today's video we're going over ELDERFROST GAMMOTH and all the moves and genes and where it kind of fits into the meta, so you guys know exactly how to utilize the old Gammoth and what our opinion is on the monster and how we're going to use it basically, and if we are going to build one. And to discuss it with me I have Paradise here.
I'm back. Good to be back.
He is back. If you like the sound of that and the fact that we're going to be going through these monsters, then hit that like button and subscribe to the channel and let us know what you think of ELDERFROST GAMMOTH, if you're going to be picking it up, or which one of the new monsters is your favourite Monstie so far. Let us know in the comment section so that we can choose your builds and build it with you. Alright, let's get through what ELDERFROST GAMMOTH is and where it kind of fits into the meta and all of that stuff. What do you think of ELDERFROST GAMMOTH, right? So, actually, before you do that, let me give you my opinion first. Firstly, I'm always trying to build Gammoth builds. I feel like people love Gammoth. I love Gammoth a little bit. A tanky Monstie, and I just really wanted it to work. And I built this whole build around Gammoth, the original Gammoth, not the deviant one that we have now. And it just didn't work out. I don't know if defense isn't really a thing in this game as much, but yeah. What do you think?
So there is a thing with the Monsties where they grow at like different, their stats grow at different rates, right? So some of them gain stats quicker than others, and then ultimately at level 99 they sort of all plateau a bit and sort of reach their full potential. Yeah. So I think that Gammoth is a slow growth Monstie, so better at the very, very higher levels. That being said, from what I've seen and checked, Gammoth is an interesting one. It has supposedly a lot of HP and defenses, whereas it then falls short on its crit rate, on its speed, and on its attack. So it's a more defensive focused Monstie. And I think Gammoth is, I think she's such a cool creature and such a cool iconic Monstie, but I wouldn't build an ELDERFROST Gammoth build. And the reason is, we've got several ice monster options. Most notably, Orochi Kirin has just been added in as well, another ice option. We already had Velkhana, we already had Kushala, so a lot of people will already have made their ice monster builds, right? And when it comes to farming out a whole new build for a monster like ELDERFROST Gammoth, you have to consider the stat changes, which are that it's probably going to have less attack, less crit, it's going to be slower, so it's going to attack in the end of the turn order, and you're only gaining like a marginal increase in health and defense at the highest levels. And if you're not at the highest levels, then the growth rate hasn't really kicked in, to my understanding, which will mean that you'll like be subpar until you get there. So I love ELDERFROST Gammoth as a monster. I like fighting Gammoth in the main series games, but unfortunately I don't think I would be making or maining it. I might make a build, but I wouldn't main it in my party, you know?
No, I'm going to build one just because it's the underdog now. I don't care. Like, I just like Gammoth, so I'm going to be building one. Don't let anybody tell you any different. Build one. I want to see everyone. I want to see an army of Gammoths out on the field.
I want to say that I'm not saying people don't build Gammoth. I'm saying I won't be using it in my main party. But
nah, main party monster, everything. Just 3 Gammoths is going to be it. All right, cool. So let's go through the genes that are on ELDERFROST Gammoth and just talk through what we think about them. So the first one, which I hovered over just a second ago, was Ice Clad gene, and this is Snow Armor. So slightly increases the user's ice attack and moderately increases the defense of the monster for 3 turns. Obviously, I'm thinking that this goes up to about like 5 turns when it's been plus, but there's better buffs than this, right? Because Velkhana's one, right?
Increases. I think it costs 17 as well, so if you look at PvP, you will need Harmony to bring it down to a turn 1 play at 15 or lower. For PvE, I think you're probably going to be using, even on an ice monster, you're probably going to be using Pump Up because the percentage increase is so much higher. The one thing to consider is kind of like the new Solsi and Mizu buff, where this is its own element type, so this is going to add into your ice bingos. So maybe 5 or 10% bonus damage on the bingos there, but it's only a slight increase. For PvE, I think Pump Up's going to be superior. For PvP, there is the other ice buff like you just mentioned, so I don't know, but I really don't know about this one. I wouldn't use it in PvE, and I'm not sure about PvP, but I'm not impressed with this one. I like it for the lore of the monster, though, how it covers itself in ice, you know?
Yeah. I definitely think if it adds like the panacea like the other one does, then it will have some functionality there, and it depends on how much it increases your defense. But in PvP at least, if you're utilizing this and you get trying to go for that increased defense, there's other moves that will allow you to kind of like out tank stuff, like Royal Decree, right?
Mm-hmm.
Royal Decree will just debuff the enemy and you're not going to be taking any damage, and maybe that might utilize that a bit more. So, but for 17 and 3 turns and some moderate increase in damage and defense, it's not too bad as well, and the visual change that everybody loves, right? So it's okay. It's not it's okay. You guys can let me know if it's better than what I'm actually saying. So yeah. Then the next one is Ice Breath Gene and Silver Blast. This is one of the moves that that she uses once we're actually fighting her, right?
Yeah.
The Silver Blast.
Yeah.
This is really cool. Deals medium ice damage to all enemies with a low chance to inflict skill seal with 22 points. What is this move?
Yeah,
What is this?
I think there's already ice moves that literally do the same thing. So
Yeah.
there are already like around 20 cost AoE, like low or medium skill seal inflicting moves. So I don't know why you would use this, or why that this has been added in, because it's so similar to already existing moves. There maybe there's slight variations. Maybe this one does slightly more damage, less skill seal. Maybe the other ones do more skill seal, less damage. But they're all going to be about on par when they're like in that 20 to 25 kinship cost sort of attack. I like it thematically.
Yeah.
Again, thematically, it is a really cool move for Gammoth. Would I use this on my Gammoth build? I'm not too sure. It's already baked in, so I guess you've got it already. But yeah, I'm not sure about this one either, to be honest.
Cool. Where's the last move? So, Toss Gene XL. So we got a XL version of the Toss Gene, which we use for like, what was it? Ice Cannon was the other Toss Gene, which was a good one. And this one is deals heavy ice damage to all enemies. But there's other moves that deal heavy ice damage to all enemies, right? But this is a power move, so maybe
that
is good.
This is an interesting one, because if you're not going for a skill seal ice build, like if you're going for like some kind of crit or damage ice build, this could be good. If this can crit, which I don't think it can. Here's my thinking, okay? If this can crit, which I don't think it can, but if it can, a Roshi Kirin with the high speed, high crit, high attack, this is an AoE, this could be really good. It is expensive though, and if it can't crit, then I think other moves that AoE or like single target will be a priority. So this is like going to be situationally good depending on your build. I think most ice builds are going to be skill seal focused, and this does not have that in there, so it's already going to be not used. Whereas damage inflicting or crit ice builds have potential with this if it can crit.
Yeah. And then the other moves are just like the random moves that you actually get on the Monstie as well. So you've heard it here first. The one good move, or the one okay move, is probably better used on Orochi Kirin. So that is Gammoth. But as we said at the start of the video, or just in general in all of our videos, is that as the meta develops, there might be some use cases for this that we don't necessarily know about. But for now, on our initial impressions, this is something that we don't really particularly feel like we're going to be using in our main teams, as more so just if you just like the monster, then definitely build this monster and go have fun with it and go ham with it. I know you guys can let me know if you're going to go and build a Gammoth, or if you've got a particular liking for Gammoth. So when I was looking at the tweet for Monster Hunter, when they tweeted out all the monsters coming, everyone was like ELDERFROST Gammoth and stuff like that. So I know there's a bunch of people out there that really do like ELDERFROST Gammoth, or Gammoth in general, and I do as well. So I don't necessarily don't see you not agree with you guys with your love for Gammoth, basically.
I think I think people love Gammoth from the main series games, because it's such a cool iconic fight, and it's such like a big monster, right? So
yeah, it's just huge. Like when you're using your dual blades on Gammoth in like the main games, and you like doing in like GU or whatever, and you're doing like the blade spins, it's like the best monster to do it on. You go up one side and like come down the other. It was huge.
I think it's like for me as well. I think Gammoth. I think is it in Gen? I think it was Gen. Was like a bit of a wall for me. Like it hits so hard, and like at that point I was using like bow guns, so you have like the back then you had like the rubbish like ranged armor, right? And
Yeah.
I was just getting clomped a lot. So for me, Gammoth is iconic, but I don't know if everyone shares that, you know.
I wish it was more like, rather than just defense, like extreme power, like that one monster that will just destroy you and just hit you like super hard and whatever. But you can't have both defense and power because that would be a bit too spicy. What videos you've got coming out for the people, Paradise?
So we're going to have like gameplay and tips for how to beat each of these new Monsties, because I'm seeing a lot of people struggling and asking for tips and help. And then we'll have builds coming soon. I think you'll have builds coming soon as well, so stay tuned for those.
Yes, definitely. So we're going to be releasing videos over the next few days on this patch, and once we're done, we are done. We're going to have some PvP for you guys fairly soon as well, because I know you guys want that. If you want that sooner, then let us know. We'll prioritize those videos, or if there's anything that you want to know, let us know in the comment section down below. Anyway, guys, let's make sure that you are doing your end of the video phrase. What should the end of the video phrase be today, Paradise?
It should be Oliphant, which is the big elephant-looking thing from Lord of the Rings, which is kind of like Gammoth, but it's not Gammoth.
So let us know that you've made it to the end of the video and you're a prime being, the most prime and essential being on the whole universe, by letting us know that you made it to the end of the video by saying Oliphant in the comments. So see you later, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget you can subscribe so you don't miss another video.